and he has pictures with them.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, there's a big old story about Steve-O and Motley Crue.
Yeah, as a kid,
I'm sure
he went
they
to a
partied
concert.
together. I'm sure.
Yeah.
No, but when he was a kid though, he was like,
Oh,
Yeah, when he was a kid, yes.
pulled up to a concert
nice.
and he has a picture with like all four of them.
Oh, wow.
No, you know what he did? There's a story. He tells a story on I think, I don't know. It was on somebody's podcast. I think it might have been Joe Rogan. I'm not sure. But anyways, he tells the story of how that happened. He says that when Motley Crue came to his town, that he started calling all the
Radio shows?
no, the hotels.
Okay.
And he was asking for he knew like the manager's name. I think he found out who's the manager's name. So he called all the hotels and finally got they sent him to the room, like the phone, and he was all, I'm your biggest fan and this and that, and they were all impressed that he was able to find him. So they told him, we'll come to the concert, we'll give you tickets, and he got free tickets, and that's where he took that picture.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it happened.
I need to take notes.
Yeah,
Next time someone
I might not be exactly perfect about all the details on that I just said, but it really happened like that.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
but
That is cool.
did
That's just-
they come? It wasn't here probably, huh? I don't think it was here.
I have no idea.
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But the fact that he got to meet him and the fact that he's famous now too,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. It's a cool story to tell.
Man, would you have done what he did to get famous, though?
Oh wait, do all that?
Do Jackass?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Do all those stunts?
I don't know if I could.
Yeah. You
Dude.
think your body would handle that?
I guess, bro.
I'm pretty
For
sure he's all
fame?
mest up.
For
Is he
fame?
not?
Yeah, I bet
He's
you
all
he hurts.
messed up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's pretty.
He ran
Did
into
you
Mike
see him
Tyson's
jump
fist.
off the roof into his hot tub the other day?
No.
Yeah, and his whole back is all bruised. He has a bruise like this big on his back.
Nah.
I wonder if he like
couldn't
this.
do it.
He's not out there, no, huh? Like, I don't think
he's
so.
a little.
He might just like the
He's
pain.
cool though. I like him.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
I respect.
I'm a fan.
Some people like that pain though.
Yeah,
Maybe it's like more like a drug, but it's a pain.
The endorphins.
Yeah.
Have you heard that he counts to 1 to 3, and if he's never backed out from it, like whatever he's gonna do, he just 1 2 3 and just does it. Like no
Really?
matter what it is, he's never backed out from a 1 2 3
Yeah.
or a 3 2
He
1.
got bit by a.
Me too.
He got bit by an alligator. I've seen. Like
Oh,
on
which
his
was
butt.
it? Johnny Knoxville that put a freaking jellyfish on his head?
Something like that. Yeah.
Was this-
Jellyfish.
Yeah, in the
Got
ocean
stung.
they put it on like a hat. I forget because you remember they used to come up
Yeah.
with stupid names for their little stunts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Kids.
was like jellyfish hat or something. It
Or
was
when he
funny.
got hooked by
Oh
he
yeah.
hooked himself and he was like using himself as bait for sharks.
That hurts, huh?
Dude, that's so dumb.
To get famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he ran into Mike Tyson's fist. I said.
Yeah.
I said. I think I was on the roast show.
And then
or
did you
something.
see? I think it was John Jones was Oh no, it was George Masvidal was hammering his ear because he wanted to get cauliflower.
Oh
So they
my
put
God.
something behind it. And he was hammering it. Bam, bam. yeah, because he wanted to look cool.
That's,
He's like, I want to look cool like you, man. He's all,
Get a cauliflower here.
Here, get a hammer.
yeah.
Who just thinks
Oh,
about stuff like that? Like, especially because your ears are so sensitive.
Oh man, imagine how much that hurt.
that would hurt.
Ears just like that forever. Just
Yeah, that would suck.
You can't fix that because I know you guys know like a lot about.
Well,
They suck it out.
What it is like when you get
surgery.
cuts,
Drain it, huh?
when you get cuts inside, your ear starts making cartilage, right? You know, like a cut. You know how it like your
Like a
cuts
scar?
It's like a scar.
is a scar. Well, that's what that is. But on the ears, for some reason, it doesn't stop. It keeps growing. Because my dad got a cut right there, and that's how I found out about that. He
Damn.
got a cut with a blade. Like he was cutting a piece of stone, and the blade blew up, and it went boom, and it cut the bottom off of his ear, and it kept growing and growing, and every once in a while he has to get it cut off because it doesn't stop growing.
oh,
What
damn.
the
I
heck?
didn't
Yeah.
even know that.
Yeah,
Well, ears, nose, I think are the only part of your body that never
that
stops.
never
growing at all.
stops growing. Yeah,
Wow.
Especially because of gravity, because like they're getting pulled down.
Oh.
So yeah, that's
and
why-
bellies,
Bellies.
That's true.
yeah,
This is your future, guys. Right here. I told you guys. It's about 20 years.
yeah,
Dang.
It's all the yummy New Mexican food, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is.
Like chile rojo.
that and the
Yeah.
cerveza,
And the
Yeah.
cerveza. Yeah.
Breakfast burritos.
breakfast burritos.
I just had one
man,
today,
those
actually.
when you're on a diet, that's the hardest thing.
The
to give
hardest
up,
thing to
man,
do.
is the breakfast burritos.
Yep.
Yeah,
For me, it's soda, bro. Like
Really?
I drink so much soda.
Oh.
Like Coca-Cola, bro. That's where it's at. With ice, like glass and ice and soda is just the best.
well,
I like
the
Coke
best
too,
is
yeah.
from the fountain, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
The fountain.
It's more sweeter.
Yeah.
Or the glass bottles, the ones from Mexico.
Oh yeah, those are
top
bomb
tier
too.
for sure.
Yeah. I always get the Fanta.
Ooh,
Fantas?
the jarritos. Have you tried those?
Yeah.
Yeah, jarrito super dope.
Yeah.
How you say Fanta again?
Fanta.
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 Sponsored by Fanta.
He says that in the mirror in the morning. Fanta.
I say, do you wanna Fanta?
Fanta, Fanta. Don't you wanna Fanta? How's the song go?
I remember those commercials.
Yeah.
Classic.
So I might have been off beat on that one.
Yeah. That's dope.
So what do you guys do for fun around town?
So one thing about me and Arturo is that one of our main hobbies was playing soccer. And so like throughout high school and everything, we played soccer. And
Yeah.
even till this
Good
day.
hobby, dude, to keep you in shape for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And even till now, we that indoor here. That's elite.
It's right around the block there.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
We go every Tuesday.
That's where we play.
Oh,
It's
nice.
always packed in the afternoons, huh?
Yeah.
A bunch of people go, no?
That's
Yeah.
on
trying to get COVID. Pull up.
Sage. That's on Sage, right? Sage and Oak
San
Coors and Oak Coors?
Ignacio and Coors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's dope though.
Yeah.
That's a good hobby. A lot of running.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been doing it since I was 8. No, it's like 6. You?
Well, I've always been playing since I was 4, but like competitively, I didn't start till like probably like 7th grade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6, same. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have like join a league or what?
Yeah. So like middle school, it's not really that important. Like school's sport, well, it is important, but like it wasn't as competitive. So we had to join like a club team. And then, do you know the soccer complex out there in Bernalillo? I don't know if you
think
guys ever
so.
seen
I
it.
think so,
15
yeah.
feet,
Yeah.
fields, I mean.
Yeah, there's like so many soccer fields up there, and like we would join a team, and then we'd go play out there, and like there's like championships and state and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
So it's
that.
like a
pretty
little
dope.
league.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
dope.
a little league.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Are you guys still in it?
No,
It ends at 18.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then after that, it's kind of
you
like
can go to like adult
play
leagues
college
though,
or
right?
something. Yeah, they have adult leagues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
But it's-
in my opinion.
Yeah, it's
The
not
difference
really.
It's kind of
so
like, that's
competitive.
over.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
goal is to like play college and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
this guy did. He played.
I played a
college.
little bit of college.
Really?
At Trinidad, Colorado, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And it went pretty well, but COVID just screwed everything up.
It
'cause
screwed everything
I was going to
up.
go to I was talking to Metro in Denver. I was talking to Adam, and I was talking to a couple other colleges, and one D1 as well, but COVID just screwed everything
Screwed
up.
everything up. Are you gonna try to go back after this?
It's hard now because 1 year of not playing competitive, they'll be like, "Oh, this homie's 1 year without playing competitive."
Done.
Yeah,
You're done.
Yeah.
Career's over.
Basically, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And it sucks. I always miss it. Like every time I wake up in the morning, I'm like, "Damn,
Wish
it
it
was
go.
dope."
But I mean, now with New Mexico United growing in our state, like, and they're having tryouts for like the academy or the U23s, like that was kind of one of our goals. We were like, we'll give it a shot. We'll try out when they
Why not?
open up.
Yeah.
Like, what do we have to lose? You know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But this homie has
I
one.
wonder if you
state.
could try out for the team that plays at the Ice Toe Park. What team is that?
No,
that's
United.
United.
Oh, that's
yeah.
the New Mexico United.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and like so, two of those guys I know that are on that team now that I played with and against locally. So, what is it? There's the Sergio Rivas and there's Alex Touche. Like we played club, and like we'd always like play against each other or with each other and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool to see those guys that you grew up with and like make it and playing for like this team here in Albuquerque. And I think it's pretty cool. So it kind of gives me a little hope, like if they can make it, I can make it.
Yeah.
So,
Especially because it's like so hard in the United States. Well, in Europe, they say that making it pro, it's not easier, but there's more help. Like over here, it's so expensive.
Yeah.
To get a kid into competitive league, it's like $1,000+
oh
dollars.
yeah, and then
a
travel
season.
time,
Yeah.
all
Traveling,
kinds.
all that
Vacation,
stuff.
a lot of
Yeah.
vacation.
And Europe, it's not like that. That's why they say that it sucks over here.
yeah.
It's harder to make it, bro.
Well, it's soccer is way bigger around the world than the United States.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like way like that's the number one sport everywhere else, but here.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
here,
But
Definitely.
that's why
It's not even
that's why it's
soccer,
like
it's
that because
football.
all over the
Yeah.
world
yeah.
they take care of their soccer players because that's the number one thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like a privilege here. People say it's like a privilege
Yeah.
to play soccer because it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I got the reason I was playing so competitive is because I was getting scholarships.
Same
I wouldn't
here,
even
yeah.
pay the full price. I
Yeah.
would just get scholarships, and I was just lucky enough to get scholarships.
Nah, all I
Well,
did.
that's pretty impressive, dude.
Yeah, it is
Oh,
pretty impressive, bro. Yeah, that is real. I was gonna say, me and my buddy Dave, we just used to do fucking hoop it up, 3-on-3, and show up to the hoop it up was always in the summer.
Yeah.
Always in the summer, and it was about 100, 105 degrees.
Dang.
And they would always have it in the parking lot, whether at the UNM Stadium, football
Yeah.
stadium. And
Tell them about the time you
don't worry about it and shit when we sucked.
when you guys accidentally got on the wrong league.
No, that was when we got older, I was going to say. But we used to play hoop it up, and we used to actually do pretty good at hoop it up, I should say. but it would suck because like if you got tripped or you fall, you would like go. I had so many, like one time I was missing like all my skin right here, my forearm and my knees, but
And falling in basketball is a given, dude. You're gonna fall.
oh yeah, yep,
I used to fall all the time.
for sure.
Or like when you go up and you fall down and twist your ankle.
Yeah, like when you're
Yeah,
in the
stuff
hole,
on-
for sure.
Yeah.
Everybody's tripping all over each other and stuff. Yeah.
I seen this guy take, man, he almost blew his leg out one time. We were playing ball and I did a fake, like, I pump faked and he went and jumped up and then I saw his leg go.
I was like, hi.
So
Sucks.
I seen
That's
it.
like one of my fears when you're playing soccer because it's also physical as hell,
Yeah.
So just getting like a knee injury, that you're basically not done, but
Well, or
Sets
even
you
like a
back.
compound fracture, like
Yeah.
what's his name? The quarterback for the Cowboys. Did you guys see his leg get broken last year?
Oh, was
Dak
it
Prescott.
Dak Prescott?
Yeah, yeah, I did see that.
That was bad.
Yeah, it
That's
was nasty.
Tell him what kind of shoes you were wearing that time when you sprained your ankle, though.
I don't remember.
His little Cortezes.
Oh yeah,
So then and I was like, no wonder why you sprained your ankle, bro. I can't wear those really ball.
no ankle support.
and little no-show socks.
Allah, fresh. Short
Hey, I
ankles.
mean, you got to swag out on
I had the
court.
Nike suit on. I had the Nike suit on though.
Yeah, he had the Nike suit on. Yep. We'll get some ice and
Was it with the
levitate.
the track pants that you just rip off?
Yeah.
So I'm
and I
ready
thought-
to ball.
And then he had the little short shorts underneath, the 70s NBA shorts.
Yeah.
That's crazy how that's transitioned though, huh? From
The shorts?
like, short shorts to like now they're all
Long shorts and then
soccer as well. They used to be shorter.
Yeah.
Now they're not
little longer.
long,
It's like, yeah,
But still.
modern, I guess you could say. Like,
Well, that's what I was gonna tell you guys when we used to do hoop it up, right? Well, when we got older, my same friends, we still had our team together now.
mhm.
So we started doing like local summer league for the basketball. But my buddy Dave put us in the wrong league. He put us in. There was a gold league, a silver league, and a recreational league, and we needed to be fucking recreational league, and he put us in the gold league.
Oh.
So we show up all thinking it's like hoop it up, and then we see all these fucking like globetrotter dudes come running in, and all the team, they're all ex-Lobo players. So I swear to God, like, within about 10 to 15 minutes into the game, it was like 75 to like 2.
oh,
Hey, at least you got two.
Yeah, I think I got that first score.
It could have
2
been a
points.
big. It could have been a big goose egg.
Man. Well, then we're like so stupid because we were used to playing half court, like hoop it up. It's just half courts.
Yeah,
So
you're playing the full
So
court.
we're all doing half court. Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Well, we're doing half court, and then those dudes would just whistle.
my side.
coach,
No coach.
We
No,
just
you-
did a timeout.
You know, you just went in. What are you coming back out for?
Yeah, our homies in the summer we also play basketball, but we all suck at it like so bad. So we make it up to like 5 or 3, like because we just can't score.
Oh, you guys the first to
straight
three?
bricks,
Yeah. First to
straight
three?
bricks. We're throwing. That's all we're throwing. It's so. And then Rico and Jesus with some twins that they're twins, right? And they're hilarious. And those homies they like watching basketball. Like I don't watch other sports but soccer, which is kind of ignorant by me. But these homies would be like, "Yo, 3 or splash," and they would just be like off target, like crazy. And we're like,
Because
"What
most of our
the-"
homies were like, we met through soccer, and like that's the main sport we connected with. But then
Yeah.
we tried branching out, playing like some basketball and stuff. But like we're kind of booty.
Yeah.
Do you guys watch football, like NFL football?
Yeah, well, I don't really like keep up with it, but like here and there, I watch it.
I don't
when
watch it,
when it's in season.
In season?
Yeah.
I used to play that when I was younger too, Yaffle and
Yeah.
all that football.
Oh, okay.
We used to play football. That was fun actually, but a lot of injuries on that game. And
Yeah, definitely.
I got blindsided so many times, and those suck. You get boogers across your face and everything. You don't see them hitting. Bam.
Bam.
Yeah.
Like that dude that I showed you the boxer that got hit and the mocha went.
And then also
Sucked him in the face.
that's
A double hit, boom, boom.
Right.
combo.
Yeah.
That's funny. But that's cool that you guys are doing the sports and stuff, and definitely the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
I hope we can continue this for years and years to come.
Yeah.
Like,
We're enjoying it. It's so fun. Like getting
The
to get-
podcast, it's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
talk
awesome.
to people about random stuff they're doing.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you guys this: how do you guys plan on your guests? Like when you guys are gonna have your guests on your show?
so it's kind of like when we first started, we kind of like had to reach out, do a lot more reaching out, and then like there was a point where like people kind of DM'd us or messaged us on Instagram, and they're like, "Hey, I saw your podcast, and like I'd like to be on it and kind of like promote my stuff, or like this is
Yeah.
what I do." But most of the time, it's kind of like us checking out who followed us and like who messaged us or like who other people recommend to have on our podcast, and that's how we've been doing it.
Yeah, you had some good guests. What I've heard.
The planning, it just depends on what they do. We just try to look at what they have on Instagram and stuff, and then we ask them, or what are you gonna talk about, so we can look into it a little bit more. But that's what we do now.
Yeah, and like since we have mostly like a younger audience, and like most of the people we bring in is like people our age, but like we kind of want to branch out too, and like
that's why
experience.
Yeah, that's why when you guys reached out to us, we were on board right away, because all of our audience is older. Our demographic is like 28 to 38 or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah. So when you guys said, we were like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
why not?
I recently checked our demographic, and it's like all ages. We have a good percentage. Like it's
all around.
Yeah, all around.
That's
I
good.
was like, we're doing pretty good. So I was like, okay, let's go. But
I guess we're just old fogies.
we are old fogies.
nah,
Look at those old guys.
Welcome to the show, guys.
Well, I was gonna say, do you guys plan on doing like lives and stuff too, or not?
Lives? Yeah, we actually want to do fundraisers too.
Fundraisers?
Yeah,
Oh, that's dope.
We want to get some fundraiser, do a podcast fundraiser.
Yeah.
Trying to get some big names
For charity,
there.
not for us.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, for
For
charity.
charity. Want to try to get some big names on there, local big names,
Yeah.
to try to help us out with that. But get that in the works.
John Jones, Holly
Yeah.
Holmes on.
John Jones.
That'd be
That's what
so
we're reaching
cool.
for.
We always make
Yeah.
a joke like we're gonna get that home in the podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, it's
But it's
not
possible, you know, like-
it's
Well,
possible.
homeboy met him.
You've met him?
and talked to him.
He gave
and
me a
was
verbal
down.
agreement.
A verbal agreement.
Yeah. But I haven't pulled that card out yet.
Yeah.
I keep telling him, dude, you can't light the freaking finale firework.
You can't do the finale
before everybody
fireworks.
gets to the house. You got to wait till the end.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's what I told him. You can't he said the finale fireworks. I go, yeah, and then all that's left is snake and sparklers like
Yeah.
Joe Dirt.
Be all-
Yeah.
Last show, some snakes.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
But
it.
we're getting a lot of support from like local artists that are rappers and stuff, so it's pretty cool too. And then we like seeing, because I make music, seeing their music,
Yeah.
how they think and create their stuff. I think that's so dope
Yeah,
to me.
seeing the creative
Oh, yeah.
process and
Yeah.
like
For me, it's the coolest thing.
Oh, yeah, I talked to our editor Josh. He
Yeah,
makes music
yeah,
too.
for
Yeah,
sure. We're gonna get his information
Yeah,
after
musician.
this.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
That's a lot of talent right
But-
there sitting over there.
I just started a year ago, so it's not like I'm like that good. You know, I started a year ago, and I make music in Spanish, and it's folk.
Oh yeah.
So it's like way different.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I feel like that's why I started branching out and making the podcast, and I told them about it, because it's harder for a certain amount of music. Like rap hits a little bit harder, you know,
Yeah.
here, rap and English music, of course.
Well,
my
Spanish
kind of-
hits a lot.
I think Spanish
too.
hits
I think
harder
Spanish
too,
hits a
too.
lot.
You
think so? Yeah.
I think so
'Cause,
too. I think there's.
well, the artist that I like, his name is Ed Maverick, and I really like the music I've been doing is towards like what he makes and stuff. And I'm like, it's hard to expose myself just because a lot of people don't know about him. You know, here in Mexico, he's popping. Like he's like everybody knows about him, but here a lot of people don't really know him about
Yeah.
him. So I'm like, that's gonna be me. Like it's gonna be hard to put myself out there, but I don't really mind. And like this platform is like helping us, like the little podcast. And then I'm thinking of doing like artists come into the show and just like record in our background, like if they're
Yeah.
gonna sing or something, do a little cover or put their music out there. I think that's dope.
Yeah.
That's something I want to do. Just put a little cover and put it on the IGTV and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just keep
Yeah.
walking towards that goal, bro.
Yeah, definitely. But it's dope.
You'll get there. Just chip away at it.
And
you'll
then-
Yeah,
get
and
it.
then you're making a few songs, aren't you?
Yeah, I have like 3 songs that are basically done, but I haven't released them because I still want to make them kind of like not perfect, but you know,
better,
as
perfect
best,
it a little bit,
as best
yeah.
as I can. And yeah, just keep working with other people as well that I keep meeting and stuff.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the goal. But in 1 year, I've learned how to play like the piano, and then the ukulele and the bass and the guitar.
Did you have to go to school for that, or did you teach
Nah,
yourself?
Teach myself.
Oh, wow.
All of it, yeah. Which is
YouTube
pretty good.
University.
Well, once you know
Right.
once you know like all the notes and stuff, you just got to implement it in a different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The piano is the one I suck the most at, but yeah, it's basically that.
Yeah.
You just learn on the guitar, and then
and then you could put
On
that
the
knowledge
ukulele
into
and the
the
bass.
other.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Daniel knows how to play the guitar.
really.
No.
Yep, there would be times where he'd be in the corner playing Metallica or.
Oh yeah, that was a long time
That
ago.
was a long time
That
ago.
was a
You were
long
only like
time ago.
19, 18, 19.
Yeah,
That's
I got
dope.
really good at the bass for a while, but
Really?
like if I picked it up now, I couldn't play it.
Yeah.
I go to-
It's been too long.
Consistent, yeah.
Yeah.
I would go
You
to his
have
house
to-
for New
yeah.
Year's Eve, and he'd be in the corner. Do, 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 do.
Hey, that's so dope.
That was a long time. That was a lifetime ago. Dude.
Yeah, that was a
whole
lifetime
different
ago.
Lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like you were about 18, 19, I think, and I
Yeah.
was like No, you're probably only
No,
17.
we were like 22, bro. We were like 22.
We're in our 20s already?
Yeah.
No.
It was at my house, my first
Yeah,
house.
okay,
remember?
it was 20s, yeah.
Yeah.
I was getting us a little too young there.
These guys weren't even born
I
then.
know.
Yeah.
I'm 20. I'm still living with my parents. So
Hey, there's
No.
nothing wrong with that.
yeah,
man.
definitely.
20.
We're saving money though.
Yeah.
Because I'm attached to my parents, but at the same time, I'm not that attached. But
As long as you give
I
them a
try to
little
do.
hand, bro, you gotta
Yeah.
help them out.
Yeah,
Always.
definitely.
You gotta help them out.
Yeah.
definitely. But yeah,
One day you'll flock away, bro.
definitely. That's a goal.
And leave the nest
Get a
and do
studio
your own
and
shit.
a house, and yeah, that's a goal. But I'm actually trying to get my real estate this year because
Yeah,
me and
that'd be really good.
me and
Yeah,
my dad
Goal, bro.
remodel houses.
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, so that's
you could start doing flips and
yeah,
stuff.
flips.
Mhm.
That's a goal because I went to CNM and I got a degree in like arts and stuff. I'm like I just go in to get my basics. So if I ever go back to college, I have my basics done, so I can go into anything.
Yeah.
And I have like 2 diplomas. I don't even know what they're about. Like I just took random classes and I got diplomas. I'm like I don't know what they're about.
That'd be good, bro. And
Yeah.
just sit on that cash, bro.
Yeah.
Sit on your cash and build up your
Definitely.
fortune.
Definitely, yeah. And then that's what I was listening to the other guy. He's a contractor, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's
Tommy
dope.
Ray. Yep.
Get connections like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm still in school, so I'm just studying mechanical engineering, but I'm a few years away from graduating still. But
What do you
good.
What
I'll
do you
get
think you
there.
want to do when you're done?
So what I want to do is I want to focus on like robotics or
Yeah.
like drones.
That's the way to go,
Yeah.
dude. That's where
That's the
That's
future.
where everything. That's the future. Yeah, that's where everything is starting to move to.
Yeah, because I know when I was younger, I built like 3 robots before I reached high school. So I was like, growing up, that was always something that I wanted to do. So it was like my first robot I ever built was like called Lego Mindstorms. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it.
I've heard of that before, yeah.
But it was like back in elementary, and I was in this class, and like it was like our group project. So it was me and some other friends, and like we had to learn like the basic like Lego Mindstorm program on the computer, how to program our little robot to do it, and like basically we built a robot that like had a line sensor in the front, and it was like a car with the sensor, and so it would follow these black lines, and we like built it. We took it to the gym floor, and it would just follow the basketball lines or the whole
That's
court. Yeah,
dope.
and so. And
That's
then,
cool.
Yeah, and it was just something that I was always into. So hopefully, like in the future,
Well, just promise me one thing: once you get that degree, is that you don't make no T800s or fucking T1000s. Terminator shit's going in the future.
Because his
What
boxing
if you're-
skills.
yeah,
Isn't
that
gonna
shit
be
hurt.
good.
That shit would hurt. I want you to be like the John Connor in real life, bro.
or like
yeah.
the Real Steel movie. Have you seen the Real
Yeah,
Steel
real
movie?
still.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. Huh? I
Yeah,
like that
the
movie.
boxing
Yeah.
rope. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I was thinking of. You're all, I build robots, and in the future you build a T800 and shit.
A building
Y'all feel
Optimus
us?
Prime.
Optimus Prime.
Hey,
for
what
sure.
if a T100 comes through the door right now, bro, from the future,
Trying
taking
to
him
stop
out,
me,
trying
yeah.
to take you out? Yeah.
I'll throw a cup
Looking
at
for
it.
Eric.
I'll throw a cup at it.
He's right here.
Get him.
He's gonna be, what's your last name?
Olaguir.
Eric Olaguir. You're terminated.
Headshot, bro.
Yeah. Whips out
that's
the
crazy.
box of roses and shotgun out.
Yeah, for
You know what's crazy is when that T2 came out, I was like 12, and at that time that was the shit. Like that
Yeah,
movie
the
was
first one.
the shit.
But when the second one came out,
that's
dude,
what I'm saying. T2. That's
Oh,
T2.
T2. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
My bad.
Yeah, T1 had the clay animation still, like the old school, like Sinbad and shit. But the second one, it was the liquid metal, and
Oh,
And
that
you
was
watch
like
it
the
now,
future.
it's so corny, dude.
Yeah, now you're like,
so corny. You like, you know how the bullet would go and it'd splat the metal. You could tell that it's like a little sticker. It's all flapping and it's all running.
I was so into that movie. I would go like chase after my sisters. Like my mom and my sisters would go like get in the car to go to the grocery store, and they back out of the driveway and take off. And here I would come like the T1000 and running down fucking
What the heck?
running, and they were all laughing. My sisters were all, making the music. And that's a true story. They could probably come in here and vouch for me. We did it on the way back. Little too much T1000 right there.
Just walk back normally.
Yeah.
Right?
It's funny though.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how times are changed from like when we were growing up, that was the shit, to like
Yeah.
what technology has come to now and what everything looks like now.
But in like 20 years, technology has grown so fast.
Yeah,
It
dude.
just exploded.
It's kind of
Yeah.
cool to know
Alien-
that we live in the future now.
Virtual reality.
Yeah, all that shit's real
Yeah.
now. All of
That's
that
E-
stuff is real.
That's ET in the fucking room giving them all the technology for all that shit. Elliot, and it's touching shit, and then it's like a phone, and they're like, oh shit, we
Phone
can
home.
manufacture that. Mass production.
Or like time travel, you think that's real?
No, I don't think that's
You
right.
don't think it's real?
Well, I think time travel to the future is possible, but you can't go back because of paradoxes.
But have you seen those? And the good thing, like on that subject, like the videos of like back in the day, I forgot what it was, like a Mike Tyson fight, like in the '90s.
I was gonna say that.
And they show a dude in the front row with
a
a
phone?
phone, with a cell phone, like recording him, and that's an original picture. And there's other ones like that too,
Yeah.
where some guy's like wearing a fucking a jacket or from the future, but it's like in the '70s where they didn't even have any of that shit yet.
For the assassination of John F. Kennedy, they found a guy like that looks not future, like
Oh, yeah.
more futuristic.
Yeah.
He's wearing like glasses and different apparel from what everybody was wearing at that time as well.
The
Like
umbrella
future
man?
apparel.
Or
I don't
no?
know if he was an umbrella man, but I just know he has different apparel, bro.
If you look it up on YouTube, there's it's a future traveling or what's it called, photos or something, and they have a bunch of photos of the people that look like they were time traveling. The one with the photo.
I think I've heard of something like that.
If it's like I don't know.
I know about the Mike Tyson one. I saw that.
Yeah.
There's probably a dude holding a flask, bro.
And then the
you think?
A
flash
flask.
reflected.
Yeah,
from the-
yeah. And then the
Honestly,
lights
though,
reflected
it
off
might-
of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That can be debunked for sure.
I don't think so. I think it was a phone.
Yeah, an iPhone 4.
He's convinced. He's convinced.
Why would you have a remote, especially if you had that much technology? You know?
yeah.
Or it could be
You
a
should be
hot
able to
tub
go-
time machine.
Hot tub.
And you're gone.
Hot tub time
Oh yeah, the
machine.
hot tub time machine.
That's one of my
Yeah.
favorite
funny.
movies. Yeah.
I have a funny story about that because we were traveling to Denver with my friend, and we watched the preview. We actually watched the movie on our way there, and then when we got to the hotel, we saw a preview of like, oh, watch this movie, make sure you watch it. And it's like, bro, have you seen that movie? That movie's dope. And it's like, bro, we watched it on our way here. What are you talking about? And it's like, dude, I completely forgot. We watched it. I was like, what the heck?
How stoned were you guys?
No, we weren't. We were for a tournament. We're gonna go play like soccer out there.
Why did your cheeks get red when I asked you that question?
That's true.
He's
Yeah,
blushing.
so
Yeah, that's true though. Nah, we weren't high. We weren't high. But
You said Colorado, bro.
Don't tell my coach. Don't tell my
Coach,
coach.
tell the coach. You'll get pissed. Nah,
No, I'm just kidding, Coach. He did what he was. I put him on the spot.
not at that
now
time.
you're mumbling. Just kidding.
No, no, it's a bit.
We're all high actually. Nah, but you guys like WWE a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm
I
a
love
wrestling fan.
WWE.
Yeah.
I don't watch it anymore though.
No, I mean it got whacked.
It
now,
got
huh?
whack,
I
yeah.
like the
But
old school
back
stuff.
in the
The old
Attitude
school
era,
stuff?
man, I loved it.
I kind of still watch it a little bit. I have to admit, like, but not like I used to.
When I was little, my dream was to be a WWE wrestler, but I never grew. So that dream just
That was my dream too, but I just never did it. I didn't think I could, I'll be honest, and I probably couldn't because I'm still short.
So
I'd have been like Rey Mysterio.
You're like
There's
Rey Mysterio's height though.
all kinds of shit.
Yeah, but Rey
guys.
Mysterio can fucking jump off the rope and do a flip. You see my ass doing that shit?
Well, not now, but when you were when we were their age,
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Right now, dude, you probably break a hip.
I look at that one kid we saw where he jumped off the ropes in the backyard wrestling and his two legs shattered.
Oh yeah, did you guys
bro.
see that video?
Oh, no.
Have you seen
Where the
that
dude,
video?
He jumps. He's a big old fat
Oh,
guy.
yes,
man.
yes.
Jumps and he goes like that, boom, and both of his legs break.
And then he goes like that and like rocks like a rocking chair and his legs are going like this back and forth like wiggling.
Yeah.
That sucks. That's probably would be me.
Done, huh? I
Oh,
think
the bones, everything.
Oh, shit, that's done.
He's probably on crutches now.
Or
Probably.
wheelchair.
Wheelchair.
I can't even.
that sucks.
That would suck. And he was just like he was all fired up for his match.
He
huh?
was all
Pobrecito.
fired up. He didn't even get the match started.
Damn.
That would have been my luck though. I could see that happening to me. Trying to go try out for fucking wrestling and my
For
leg
WWE.
breaks or some shit.
They say it's pretty hard to get into the WWE. Huh?
It
It's
is.
popular.
It is. Yeah. If you guys ever like look up videos of the WWE training facility in Florida, that they opened that up just recently, but that's like the main thing how to get into the WWE now. But you have to go through like classes.
You have to go through classes,
And-
and then you got to get put on the X. What is
The
that?
NXT.
The NXT.
Yeah.
And then if you do, like if you become the champ of the NXT, then you move on. To
Yeah,
the
and move on, or if
WWE.
you have like talent, but
Yeah.
man, it's a lot of dedication and a lot of conditioning and
it's dope.
it's storyline and it is like
It's like a
storyline
soap
fake
opera
soap
too,
opera,
yeah.
but those guys do take big bumps and
Yeah,
they do
yeah.
land hard and sometimes land wrong and break bones and
They
ligaments.
tend to work on their charisma and stuff, not to work with the audience and stuff.
You have to.
Yeah.
If you don't
You
have
have to
that,
know.
you're not going to become a wrestler.
Yeah, that's how The Rock got famous. I mean, he was good under the mic. When you're good behind the mic, you could be good behind the camera.
You gotta like sell it to
Yeah.
all
It's
the
so
people.
sick, yeah.
It just has to be real, bro. You just have to believe it in yourself and make it real.
When do you think it started dying off, though? me, it's
I
like
would say
2015.
probably after
After
the
the
Attitude
Rock,
era,
and, after the
all
Rock
them.
and Stone Cold, and
Because Cena
all those
kept it
guys,
pretty
they
good for a
left.
while.
Yeah, Cena kept
Yeah.
feuding
Cena
with
did.
Edge and like Randy Orton beef
Yeah.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That
Oh
would be
yeah, those
dope.
are pretty good.
Now,
I
I
think-
would say now, like when the Shield, like the new guys came up, like the Shield kind of came up,
It was still pretty good there, I think.
and then but like now it's kind of like drifting out. But they just don't have
Talent.
big talent like
They
they
don't have
did.
big names
They don't have
anymore.
big names like they did now
It's 'cause it's more child-friendly, too.
Yeah. Yes, and that's another thing too. Because when we grew up on it, it was blood and bad blood, and you know there was gonna be blood, and
Throwing through each other through
Off of the
cages.
cage.
ECW
Yeah.
and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Bob wire,
Yeah.
and thumbtacks. Do they still do that?
I don't think
I
so.
don't know.
Not like they.
anymore.
Well, they
'Cause it
can't
was
even
kind of
do.
gory, no? It was a little bit gory.
Yeah.
But I think it's dope. I would watch that more.
Well, they still.
I mean,
they-
everyone would. Everyone would
Yeah.
like to see that stuff.
It's because of the safety, though. They can't do like chair shots to the head no more because of concussions and all that stuff of all the brain damage. Because
Yeah.
same as like NFL players, a lot of the old wrestlers have a lot of brain damage from taking those chair shots and so many times nightly, and thumbtacks of like this body. I think there's actually a lawsuit against. I don't know if it's WWE or it probably would be
With the
WWE
thumbtacks?
with the headshots for the concussion thing too, for the concussions.
Is it that guy that has all kinds of scars in his forehead?
There's a few of them. I
'Cause,
know
like-
Hacksaw Jim Duggan is behind it, and
Really?
Junkyard Dog is behind it. Like there's a bunch of old wrestlers like that are trying to get
messed
some
up.
money from it because they're all jacked up now.
what was that guy's name? Daniel something.
Daniel Bryant.
Yeah, he
short
had
one?
he had to retire because of like concussions and
But
stuff
he's
like
back
that
now,
too.
though.
Right?
It was his
back.
vertebrae. Yeah,
Was it? Oh, it was
his neck,
vertebra-
but
That's
he
like
is
Edge.
back. Yeah, but they did that surgery now. They fused the spine. Like
Oh.
it's some new technology that got their. They were retired for years, and they got this surgery done, and now they're back in wrestling
Yeah,
again.
Edge was retired for a while too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just came back.
He
didn't
came
he?
back because of that
Just
surgery.
came back.
Dang.
And it was something where they fused or they put something in the vertebrae.
Did
that
you guys
makes
see
them
that
where they can do it.
documentary of Jake the Snake Roberts?
I don't think so actually.
Good, huh?
Yeah, Jake the Snake Roberts.
Good. He became a real bad alcoholic, and
Oh, I heard of that
Yeah.
though. That he's not doing so well.
Diamond Dallas Page came and helped him. Hmm.
A lot of those old wrestlers, if you guys ever get a chance, watch those documentaries. They're really good. The Ric Flair one.
Ric Flair.
Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant, that one's really good too.
Very
Didn't he
good.
pass from?
From just getting too big.
Yeah,
He was
too
a
big.
giant.
I think his heart couldn't handle it.
Yeah, that's what they tell people that are giants, that they don't make it past a certain age or something.
Well, they're
like that.
supposed to. It has something to do with their.
Their bones and their heart.
No, there's
too.
there's something. I think it's right here, is it not? The pituitary gland, and that's what controls your growth. And like if you have a tumor in it, or if it just doesn't work properly, that's why those people get so big. So they have to go in there surgery and take it out, so they stop growing.
I don't think I had one of those then.
Yeah,
I
they
know that.
even
That's
told,
what we're sure.
Yeah, we
they
never
told they told Andre the Giant that he needed to take it out, but he didn't want to. And that's why he
Dang.
ended up dying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And poor guy, can you believe that people still talk shit to that guy for him being a giant?
Really?
They still talk shit to him. There was a story with he was in a bar, a college bar, and he went to go sit down at the bar itself and had some beers, and they said Andre could drink like no other. He was just chugging beer left and right, while these college guys were throwing empty beer cans at him, hitting him, boom, back of the head. And he would like turn around and see these guys, and then I forgot who he was with. Was it Jake the Snake Roberts? I think
It might have
possibly.
been. It might have been.
Somebody, another wrestler was with them, and it happened 2 more times. They threw the cans at him, and then finally Andre got pissed and got up and went to go rush those dudes, and all those guys got up to run. So they got out of the bar and they jumped into a car that was parked in front of the bar to bail. Well, by the time they could take off, Andre the Giant got out there and he flipped over their car on its hood, and then the cops came and said, "No, you guys were harassing him. You guys were, that's your fault. Like, you guys were taunting this man." But yeah, that's how strong he was. He
Flip
flipped
a
a car
car,
with
that's-
full of people
Bro,
in there.
What?
That's how strong that giantism. Like
Also,
his
probably
power.
like the adrenaline and like trying to like
so
hit
pissed.
someone. You're getting mad. And you're just gonna.
He had a hard life though. A lot of like, they said he was like really nice, like Hogan and them talk about him, but he had to buy like 2 plane seats if he had to travel. There wasn't no toilets big enough for him to use the restroom. He had to like use it in the bathtub.
Damn.
Because that's back then there was no sizes and nothing, so he had to,
He would swallow the toilet.
Yeah, he would swallow the toilet.
Jeez. How tall was he? Like
7'4",
7'4",
500 pounds.
500 pounds. Imagine that.
That's crazy.
So
Can
can you
you have to
imagine?
duck right here in the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably couldn't even fit through
He'd
the
almost
door, bro.
be-
That one's on HBO, bro. If you guys
my
get a chance,
God.
it's called on HBO, right?
Yeah, it's on HBO.
Andre the Giant.
What is it
yeah.
called?
I think it's called Andre the
I
Giant.
think it's called Giant.
Or Giant, one of them.
I just can't believe people are so cruel to do that to
Yeah.
him. Especially because if he's a nice person,
And he's a nice guy, no?
Yeah, he was a nice
People
guy.
just-
Did the Big
douche.
Show had some similar story to that too? 'Cause
He's
I
not
know
that
he
big though,
was
huh?
How?
Yeah,
The
how
Big
tall
Show
is
isn't as big as Andre.
No.
Yeah, he's like 7'2", maybe 7'1".
Okay.
still pretty huge.
That's still big.
Dang,
though.
man. But even to get 7 foot,
Yeah.
like when you meet a guy that's like 6'5", that's tall.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
tall.
to be at 7 foot,
Yeah. That's tall.
I know in real life I met Kane, the wrestler Kane,
Oh, Kane?
in Houston for WrestleMania, and I think he's 7 foot even, and humongous. Like I was looking up and he was just looking down at me, like I was like, damn,
You want a
kind of like
picture?
intimidating,
Yeah.
kind of intimidating.
That is crazy, huh?
But big old human being, bro, big. So it was crazy to see him like that close. But the funny story is that we were at the all fan access, nah? And we had got our like the magazine. I forgot what they call them, like the magazine with all the wrestlers,
Like the roster?
the roster kind of thing, yeah. So we're walking up and we saw all these people lined up, and we're like, oh, who are they seeing? So I squeeze into like a little area, nah, and right when I squeeze in, that's when Kane walks up, boom, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, Kane. And then he looked at me like, where's your pen at? I didn't have a fucking Sharpie.
No.
So he was all autographing everybody's shit, and then he saw me and he's like waiting. He's like, and he kept going, and I was like, oh fuck, I was all so like talk about bad luck. I
tell him
walked
about
right
when
on
you
there.
didn't catch the ball.
Oh man, that's an old story already. That was when I was
I
younger.
like it. I love to hear it.
We were at my uncle.
Just roast him?
Yeah, roast me. Yeah, it was when we were in Cali. My uncle took us to a Angels game, baseball game, and they were playing the White Sox.
Okay.
So we're on the outfield, and we're seeing all the players, and Frank Thomas. This is when he was the big hitter, home run king. I mean,
Yeah,
he
Frank
was in
Thomas
his prime.
was like, he was like the Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he
back
was
then.
a badass back then. This is early 90s. Damn. And so he's in the outfield and he has the ball now. So we're all, Frank, throw us the ball. And we didn't think he was going to do it. No, and he turns around and looks at us and he's right at me and my cousin Chris and tosses up the ball. Whew. And I was all, oh shit. And I went like that. And I was all butterfingers. And then the ball went back down. Bam. And I was all, oh no. And then I was like, Frankie, throw it up again. And he like looked at me like all hurt and he just ran back to the dugout.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
He was
Frank-
like, you couldn't catch
Yeah,
that?
exactly.
And then his whole family was pissed at him for the rest of the
Yeah.
day.
Oh.
I would be too, not gonna lie.
Yeah, this shit- well, this is like years later, like what, 20 some years later. My girl now, I introduced her to my uncle. We just, and my uncle, first thing he tells her was all, hey, did Derek tell you that time when Frank Thomas doing the ball and he missed it?
Do they have like an inside joke? Do just like Butterfingers or something like that?
No, that's like dumbass probably.
That's worse.
That's probably dumbass. That was a dumbass.
Oh, that
But yeah,
sucks.
and like
Fucking smooth
talking
move,
about,
X-Lax.
and Frank Thomas was a big old dude, like humongous, but that just caught me off guard, to be honest. Like I didn't think he was gonna throw the ball, and he like looked up and just went boom and perfect pass, and yep, it like went like that, and then like hopped out.
Just like reaching over, like,
man.
Yeah, it sucks, man. I can't believe I fucking.
I wish I
missed it.
was there.
But getting acknowledged by a famous person must be so cool, huh?
Yeah.
I haven't experienced that, not gonna lie. Because he looked at you and he threw the ball at
Yeah,
you.
he looked. Yeah, and I think that's what I was all.
Yeah. Or like with Kane.
Uh-huh. Kane, yeah, and he looked at me like, how come another one? He looked at me like a dumbass too. That's two,
You're
bro.
like, you don't got a
true.
pen? You don't got a
He's like, you
Sharpie?
just pulled up with no pen. Oh,
Well, even that time, it was with my ex, but we were in Vegas and we saw Denzel Washington, and he was walking and he was with his. Did you know his wife is a gordita?
Really?
Yeah, she's a big girl.
Damn.
But they had a big old like bodyguard around them now, like walking through the wind, and I was all, oh shit, there's Denzel Washington. Was that how he said? Yeah,
It probably wasn't even Denzel.
No, it was.
It was some guy that looked like Denzel.
No, it was
Like,
him.
what was that movie? There was a movie.
It was Training Day. It was him though. But he looked at us and he went like that. Like that, and kept walking. He like all like I was wasting his time. I was like, well, "Fuck you, then."
Damn.
But
Is that what
I
you
didn't really
said?
say that. No, I didn't really say that. I don't want to get jumped by the bodyguard, so I just kept walking.
for real though.
Yeah, but it's crazy to see him like we were talking on the
to
last
see people,
episode,
yeah.
and you can see why people kind of like look up to like movie stars and like singers and stuff, because you do get an awe when you see them in person, because you're just like, I can't believe this person's in front of me, or I can't
Yeah.
believe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can see getting nervous and dropping a baseball.
I still regret not getting that picture to make you jealous.
DDP.
Yeah. I went to well, you guys saw it on the last episode, no?
Yeah.
I went to the UFC and sat right next to Diamond Dallas Page, and he was a big Diamond Dallas fan. So
Like,
I was gonna get
yeah.
a picture and everything. I just didn't do it.
Yep.
Dang, that's messed up.
Yeah.
It sucks because
I wanted to be all-
starstruck, yeah.
Yeah.
Send it to that.
wrestling was always wrestling's always been my like my pet peeve where I love wrestling.
Yeah.
So like when they started coming to Tingley, and back when we were younger, they didn't come to Tingley that much, and they would come and it was cheaper than shit.
Like once every 3-4 years.
It was so whack. Like Undertaker came one time and we're like, oh shit, Undertaker at Tingley, nah. So yeah, so we're all so we're all like, it's all, they turn off the fucking 3 lights and Tingley. The fucking guys going around flipping this light switch and then it was so cheap and embarrassing.
The roof and they're like moving.
It wasn't even that. We didn't even have that. No, we had these like blown out speakers that were just like blown out. Like it wasn't an Undertaker song. And then they came with a little. And my homie David can vouch for this. They came with like a little fucking Halloween black light, like a one little black light. And the guy was with the extension cord, and it came over the ring. Yeah, like dropped, and it went over the ring, and it was like a black light and lit up the ring blue. And that was it. You couldn't see fucking Undertaker coming down the aisle because it was all black. There was no lights.
Yeah.
And that was our first couple of times because when Kane came out the match after, they had to change the light out and put the red one in. And then they bring it back down again for the Kane intro.
That's funny.
So, but like the more like years passed, the more it got better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I remember the last one I went to. I went and watched SmackDown at Tingley Coliseum, and
SmackDown was
pretty
good.
sick. They had the big old screens and the whole walkway and everything.
well, I told you when I was on TV for SmackDown, I showed the proof, no?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was on.
You
I
can see
SmackDown.
his big old dome in there.
Well, I told these guys one time, and they were like, "No, yeah, right." So I looked up on YouTube, and I found the match, like the thing, and I stopped. I like froze, pictured it, and they showed me in the background. I'm all, what up? Yeah, and it was on SmackDown, but I'll always be on that episode whenever.
Yeah, it was on
comes
SmackDown.
on. It was
on
SmackDown,
Yeah.
That's funny.
What did you guys like more? Remember that beef between? Oh, it's always been a beef, SmackDown versus Raw. But what do you guys prefer more?
Raw.
I used to like to watch SmackDown.
I like both of them.
SmackDown had a good time when Rey Mysterio and
Well, I
Undertaker
was a
there too?
huge Rock fan, so I used to love to watch The
Our,
Rock. Yeah.
our era like was the Attitude Era.
Yeah,
like,
the
that
Attitude
was when
definitely,
we were
yeah.
all. He was all
Stone
crybaby
Cold.
when Stone Cold beat Rock
Yeah,
in
I was
WrestleMania.
pissed. I was all pissed. Yeah,
He was all crying.
I wasn't literally crying.
Yeah, you're always, let's go to home.
I was all, this fuck shit is fake.
I respect it though. I respect the work.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said though.
Yeah.
He's all, Stone Cold had to use a chair.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was all pissed.
this is something that I wanted to tell you guys about. The sellout, like like Shawn Michaels would get like a stunner,
Yeah.
and he'll sell it out like crazy.
Yeah.
Who do you think sells out the best, like stunners
The Rock.
or The Rock?
Rock, definitely The Rock did the
What
best.
about Ric Flair?
Ric Flair when he
never-
stand up.
He
and
got
everything?
stunned, but The Rock, have you seen The Rock get stunned? He's asking from the stunner though.
Oh, from the Stunner.
Have you seen when The Rock? The matter of fact, they posted on Instagram the other day. It's a WWE page. I forgot which one it is, but they showed The Rock get stunned, but they were sharing a beer, right? Boom! They hit the beer and cheers, and then Stone Cold stunned The Rock with the beer. Boom! And Rock spit the beer out and got like stood up after the stunner and walked around like wobbly leg. And then came back and
remember
got
that.
another stunner. Boom! And then he like rolled off the ring.
I remember
That was
watching
probably-
that.
that was
I
pretty
saw that
good
when that
sellout,
happened.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah, the sellouts are so sick. That's what makes WWE so funny.
But the Flair one is probably the original. You
Yeah.
guys know what the Flair one is?
Which is also walks as well, no?
Well,
Backwards.
well, when they hit him in the corner, like usually get him in the corner of the ropes, and the other guy gets on top, and they do about 10 punches to the face, and then they'll get off, and then Flair just walks to the middle of the ring like nothing,
Oh, yeah.
and then just drops, boom, face first on the mat. Have you guys seen that?
I
I haven't seen it.
remember
That's
it.
that's the original sellout.
That's the original one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ric
Ric
Flair.
Flair was
Eric's
carrying-
lost. Eric's
Yeah.
like,
I'm so lost.
he's like, fuck,
dude.
is this what?
Dude, did you see
I'd
Ric
stop
Flair was
following.
on Cold as Balls with Kevin Hart the other day?
No, I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
you gotta watch it, dude. It's pretty good.
I have to check that out.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever watch that show, Cold as Balls?
Cold
Yeah.
as Balls? Yeah.
I haven't.
He's had a couple athletes in there.
Yeah.
It's mostly athletes, right?
Mostly athletes.
It's kind of like
yeah.
a podcast similar, like what Kevin Hart. They take ice baths and his guest gets in an ice bath and they interview during the ice bath
Oh,
when they're in
okay.
the fucking cold ass water.
I hate ice baths.
I mean, I think I saw it on Snap one time, but I never watched it. Like
They have some good ones.
They're funny because that homie's
I'll check
hilarious.
them out. Yeah.
They have the Dennis Rodman on there. Dennis Rodman talks about all his
Dennis
story.
Rodman, a bunch of athletes, mostly athletes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
and a couple of rappers.
Couple of rappers.
Do you guys like ice baths? Would you guys take ice baths?
Yeah, I would, but I would have to work out though. I not just to do it,
Yeah.
but
I would
like
do
if
it
I
too.
worked out and I was all super sore, I would do it. Yeah.
Even for a bed or something.
When I was in college, they
Yeah.
made us do it, bro. I went around and never took an ice bath in college.
Bro, those were my favorite playing club. Like after
I would
going to
never.
those tournaments and it was just like
Even in the tournaments.
You heal
never.
faster in
Yeah.
ice
Yeah.
and heat.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just think because we were younger, bro, we didn't. I think.
Bro,
we didn't
I
do
love
that
ice
much.
baths till this day.
For real?
Like
I can't
they
take
feel
them.
so good.
My toes can't take
Especially
it.
summertime.
Yeah.
Toes, bro.
Oh yeah, when it's hot.
But nah.
I love ice baths. They're
Who do you
They're
guys
good for
got
the
planned
most-
for your next podcast?
Right now we're thinking of collabing with shout out Rob. He owns a Phoenix Splash store. So it's like I don't know if you guys are like familiar with like streetwear or like
Yeah.
so like streetwear and like he sells shoes and stuff.
Yeah.
Like if you're into that type of stuff, like check out his store and stuff. So that's what we got coming up next. So.
What's the name of the store?
Phoenix Splash?
Phoenix Splash.
Yeah.
Where's it at?
It's on Eubank and I want to say is it Academy? That road?
I don't know my streets.
Oh, but yeah, it's
I know how to
like
get
on
there, though.
Eubank. It's I'm pretty sure. I think it's Academy, but it's Eubank and Academy. And
Nice.
It's like he has a pretty cool store.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
he's hella chill too.
Yeah,
So
and that's
good.
kind of like one of my hobbies. I kind of like I'm into like all that streetwear and shoes and stuff like that. too.
Yeah, shoes. I love shoes.
I love shoes too.
Yeah.
Favorite Jordan?
I don't know which one it is. I think it's the
Space
12.
Jams.
this is space.
No, not the
Space Jam
Jams.
11s.
Yeah.
That's
Space
I
Jam
could show
11s.
you. I'll show you a picture later.
Yeah, like he said, he don't know the street names. We don't know the actual Jordan names, but we'll tell you what color they are and what they look like. Yeah, the one with the little red in the back, and
Yeah.
black on the front.
Yeah, that's the thing that we're different. I don't like that kind of stuff. Like I won't.
Or you're into music and all that stuff, and you're
Yeah.
into fashion and the
Yeah.
shoes. That's cool though.
We used to have all kinds of things in common, so it's pretty
Yeah.
dope.
Two sides, bring
Yeah.
both your sides, both your worlds together.
Definitely. Yeah. But
You looking at the Jordans?
I'm trying to see if I can find it. Let's see. Oh, this one right here. The second to the top on the right.
Second to
The red and white ones. Which Jordan is that?
I think that's the 5.
It's the 5?
Yeah, that's the
I have
5.
no clue which ones
Is
are.
that the Jordan 5?
But
Yeah,
that's
those
dope.
are the fives.
Fire
Yeah,
reds.
those
yeah.
are my favorite ones.
What about yours?
Yeah.
Do you have?
I like all of them, bro. I
I like
all
the
of
one
them.
that has the hologram too. The one that has the leather that goes across the top.
Yeah, that. Which ones were the ones that he wore against the Supersonics?
I don't
The
know.
foam posits?
The foam posits. Well, he had the
They're
like
kinda
the
like
black
both-
leather on the front, like it was like the shiny leather on the toe, and then he came out with a white shiny leather on the toe.
No, never mind. It's not the foam posits.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah,
They
I
were
like those
black, weren't
ones.
they?
He had black ones and the white ones, but the black ones came out first.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember which ones you're talking about. Let me see if I find them.
But I do like all Jordans. I mean, they're
Yeah,
badass.
you know
And
what?
I'm a
I
Nike
love
guy,
I
too.
love most of them. There's only a few of them I don't like, but most of them I like.
Yeah. It's hard to keep up with those though.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
And the thing is, there's so many variations of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like even when they do the redrops, like the retros, they're not the same like the originals.
It's like
They're
new
changed.
material.
They're
New
changed.
material.
Yeah.
Well, even like the back will be different, or a part of the
It'll
side
say
will
like
be
Nike
different.
Air instead of the Jordan
Yes,
symbol.
exactly. Yeah. hmm
Yeah.
What about
Dude,
the
I had so
Tufties?
many different Jordans as a kid, and I didn't save any of them.
You should have.
I know.
You could make a
Stupid.
lot of money
I
now
know.
because like a lot of
The
people.
resale?
Yeah,
I think I
the
had like
resale.
4 or 5 different pairs.
You did.
Yeah.
Spoiled ass kid. Spoiled ass kid. I had the fucking instead of the black
He's just like
instead of the Reebok black tops, I had the fucking Family Dollar Black Streets.
yeah,
No, dude,
Skechers,
we were
no.
pretty poor when I was a little kid.
Man,
My
you had all
dad
the Jordans, though.
didn't start doing real good until I was probably about 15.
You know where I got my first
14?
Nikes from? Montgomery Ward's on
Montgomery
the way.
Wards, yeah.
And they were like
Yeah.
fucking, I think purple and turquoise.
I remember I wanted to get hammer pants, bro, and we went to Montgomery Wards.
Oh,
The MC hammer pants.
Can't touch this.
the one with the palm trees on them or the flowers.
Yeah. I wanted the black ones, like with the shiny gold on it.
Dang.
but we were at Montgomery Wards.
And Montgomery Ward's.
Yeah, we just got some some sweats.
Man, it's
Big
crazy.
sweats.
It's crazy to think back then because I had some MC Hammer pants, but they were jean material with the big old pockets.
Yeah.
And
Like the ones the girls used to wear
probably.
with the pleats in the front. Did they have pleats?
No, they didn't have. No, these were guy ones.
Trying
Pretty
to call
sure.
them out.
Pretty sure.
But I thought I was like the shit back then. Like, oh man, I fucking look just like MC Hammer. Oh, you know. And then I see pictures now, and I look like an idiot, man. Straight up idiot.
But it's like that's the thing though. It's like it's kind of the trends.
Yeah.
Like, and then like now we're starting to see a lot of trends come back
Yeah.
again. Because I remember back in high school, like when we would wear our jeans, we started cuffing the bottoms, and like our coach, like we were going to practice after school, and he was like, what? He's like, no way. He was like, when I was in high school, we used to cuff our pants like that or cuff our jeans like that. And he was just like talking about like how crazy like history repeats itself sometimes. Like
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
A lot
does.
of the time. A
Yeah.
lot of the time. Like especially like when dressing up clothes right now are the same from the 60s.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's like it went back to the 60s,
Like
which
that-
I think is the 60s was the best era
Bow
when it came
bottoms.
to fashion.
Fashion.
About bottom 60s or
No,
70s?
that's 70s.
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 What was 60s?
Fitted.
Fitted.
That's dope.
Name a movie.
Yeah, with,
Name a movie.
with pompadours.
60s.
Everybody's doing
Oh,
pompadours.
yeah.
Pompadours.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Is that
was
like casino
That
time?
was like the hipster wave, and then people were going back
Now
to
they're going back to
pompadours.
his-
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was like the like casino, like the movie Casino. Is that time frame type 60s?
You ever watch
Type
Mad
thing.
Men?
Yeah, Mad Men.
Yeah,
that's
like
what
that.
60s.
Yeah.
That's 101 Dalmatians time then.
Like Greece? Nah, Greece is
I don't know when this took place.
I don't know either. Do you guys know when Greece took place? Greece?
No.
Greece?
Yeah.
That was
Greece.
in the 70s?
Oh.
50s? Oh, yeah.
See, that's cool.
Yeah,
The leather
John Travolta-
jacket.
John Travolta was in Greece in the 50s?
Oh no.
it was based in the 50s.
Oh, based in the 50s. I thought you filmed it in the 50s. I was like, damn, he's
Time
old.
travel.
Nah, that was it was made in the 70s though, right? Or early 80s? Late 70s, early 80s. It was
Right,
made.
yeah. Right.
I don't know. But
Cuz that was when yeah. But when was it
58?
made though? 70s. 78? Yeah.
78.
Yeah, because that was he got a three movie deal, John Travolta, as a brand new actor. He got Grease, some movie I don't know the name of, and Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights.
No,
Boogie Nights.
Saturday Night Fever.
Saturday Night Fever.
Saturday Night Fever, yeah.
pretty dope.
Which I love that movie.
Yeah.
You like that movie?
Yeah, I do. You know which one I like
You
of
guys
his?
ever see Saturday Night Fever?
Not that I
You got to
know.
watch it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's kind of corny, but it's pretty good.
All right, I'll check it out.
The one I
I'll
like of
definitely check
him is Face Off. You guys like seen Face
Oh
Off?
yeah, Face Off. I saw that one.
Him and who's the other guy?
Bruce.
Nicolas
Oh,
Cage.
Nicolas
Yeah,
Cage,
Nicolas Cage and John Travolta. It's a must see too.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
I remember like freshman year of high school, I'd always try to like I was growing out my hair, and I'd always pull up to school in a leather jacket and like trying to grow out the pompadour and everything, like slick my hair back. Like that was just kind of like the style.
Because of the
That's
artist,
it.
though, too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So at the time, like I don't know if you guys know who G-Eazy is, the rapper.
Jeezy. I've heard of Jeezy.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah.
So like his like kind of aesthetic style was kind of like that greaser type look. And at the time, me and my friend, we were like super into his music that we would like dress like him too. Leather jacket, slicked hair back, and like jeans and like Converse.
You know
Some
what you were
Chucks.
missing though? Is when you walk, you have to snap your fingers
Yeah, at a beat, bro.
to the
Yeah.
beat. Dun, dun,
And everyone
dun,
around you has to be in sync too.
dun.
Yeah.
Everybody in sync. Yeah.
Definitely.
No,
Start a musical.
Walk up to school.
that's like the West Side Story.
Yeah.
Oh, see, here comes Eric.
Eric and the crew.
Yeah, Eric and the crew.
What kind of artists did you guys were influenced like this homie, like that?
Man,
That you wanted to be like?
I love Dr. Dre, Snoop,
Yeah.
Tupac.
Yeah, we grew up in that era.
The No Limit Soldiers,
Gangsta
the Master
rap.
P,
Master
Gangsta
P.
Rap.
Yeah.
But my
Bone
childhood,
Thugs and Harmony.
the Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah.
I was a big Bone. My childhood of all time was Michael Jackson. Though I think everybody knows that.
yes.
I love Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, and Prince was
And
bad
Prince was
too.
bad too.
Have you seen that beef they had between?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where they even invited both of them to the stage, and then Michael Jackson he's just amazing, right? And then Prince like brought his guitar out.
He was all drunk, wasn't he? And he fell off the
Yeah,
stage.
he was-
yeah, because he
Prince.
pulled
Yeah,
something.
he pulled
It
something
was
down.
it was the prop. It, was
was
a
a
light
prop.
prop. Yeah, and he
Yeah.
thought it was a
He
real.
was pissed
Yeah,
over
he
that.
was all
He was
drunk.
pissed about
Did
it.
you know that he tried to run over Michael Jackson in the back of the the building that night.
He didn't. It's 'cause, he didn't like
yeah,
him, bro.
he didn't like him.
Yeah, he didn't.
Michael
like it.
Jackson was trying to get to
Yeah.
his car, and that fucking Prince came and tried to fucking hit him with the car.
Yeah.
And
I did not
Michael
know that.
Michael even invited him to. He wanted him to be on the bad album. Yeah,
Bad
and-
song.
Yeah, and Prince didn't want to.
Because he said something
said it was gay.
about a certain part in the song.
No,
that,
the blood is mine.
Your blood is mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your butt is mine. He's all. If you're
butt
gonna
or
start,
blood?
but
But oh,
he said if you're gonna start a song with your butt is mine, he's all. That's not what I am.
I thought I've been saying blood for about 40 years.
Ooh,
I totally
I
understand.
thought he said blood or not. Blood.
it says that butt is mine or some shit.
He was
your
so
butt is
talented, though,
mine.
huh? Like,
Yeah, he was really
He
good.
was talented.
have you seen that episode with Oprah? I think, and they're chilling at like his house, and then they're just
Neverland
sitting down.
Ranch.
I think so, and he's just sitting down and he just starts singing and like making beats. He's all. Dum,
Oh yeah, yeah. I know what you're
and
talking
then
about.
Oprah's all.
Yeah,
Just 5 feet.
She's all and then Michael Jackson just going off. It's so dope.
Well, have you guys seen the Chris Tucker stand-up comedy? Where he talks about, because you know how him and Michael Jackson were good
They
friends.
were close.
He talks about him and the Bee Gees. Who's the singer for the Bee Gees?
Barry Gibb.
Barry Gibb and Michael Jackson were together with Chris Tucker.
Oh yeah,
And they started freestyling a song together,
Yeah.
like singing,
they were harmonizing.
harmonizing.
Barry Gibb and Michael Jackson were harmonizing.
And Chris Tucker's all, "Hey, I couldn't believe this shit." He's all, "It was just me and their dog." And he saw, even the dog was looking at him like, "Oh shit, you believe this shit?" And then he said that he couldn't hold back because they were singing, like he did a verse for Gibbs and he did Michael Jackson's verse, and then that Chris Tucker comes in and fucks up the whole song.
And he's all, hoo, hoo. And Michael's all,
go to the car.
Chris, stop. Stop that, Chris. Don't.
Stop. No. stick to the jokes.
Yeah, stick to the jokes.
That's why he made Chris Tucker go sit in the car so he can finish watching the. It was an award show or something. No?
Yeah.
What about did you hear that Freddie Mercury actually was gonna work with Michael Jackson?
Oh yeah, I
And
did see that.
He didn't end up working with him because Michael Jackson, I think he had his monkey in the studio and he
Yeah.
had some other animal, and he was like, I am not gonna work on music when there's gonna be a monkey all around and stuff. It's just
Michael Jackson
too
was so
much.
talented, but
He was a little bit of a
he was a
cuckoo.
big kid.
yeah, I was gonna say he's a little weird.
Little
but-
cuckoo.
Big kid, or
Yeah.
like, well, like Joe Rogan had mentioned that in his autopsy that it says in the autopsy that Michael Jackson never went through like puberty. His testosterone was stopped at a young age.
They stopped it on purpose.
Yeah.
because of his voice.
To try to
To keep
save his
his
voice.
voice.
Yeah.
That's
So
messed
he
up,
never
though.
became like a man. You know what I mean? He didn't get urges, sexual urges or whatever of or wasn't supposed to anyways because they did that surgery to cut off the testosterone.
Yeah.
So when he grew up, he still like got big or whatever, but he still his mind never grew up. He was just a kid,
Just still a kid.
thought of a kid, like kid stuff.
And he didn't have a childhood. That's why he wanted to
No
have a
childhood.
childhood as a grown man.
So
His dad was strict.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. This
His
is the
dad
first
was-
time I ever heard about.
Yeah, his
that.
dad was really strict on him. Is this movie or documentary or something? And he talks about how he had to sleep with his brothers, right? And I guess he would be with one of the oldest brothers, and he would
bring women into the bed and all that stuff.
and
Yeah,
he would have to act like he was asleep, and
Yeah.
they'd be like,
Well,
"Oh, is
his,
that little
while
Michael?"
his brother was
Yeah.
getting down.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Damn.
and that
he had a
messes
life.
up your mind at that age. You know what I mean? It has to be.
Yeah.
So he was
But
definitely not all that.
musical a genius, though. I mean, top
Top-
notch, one
top
of the
tier.
best of ever.
Yeah, for sure,
The king of pop.
for sure. I was
Yeah.
sad when he died,
Yeah.
and I was 8, bro.
I went through
Derek
that.
cried.
You did?
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
I was like, it's respectable.
I was hurt though. I was hurt.
He's all.
It's respectable though. I would have cried. Not gonna lie.
Have you guys seen that Key and Peele when they make fun of that Michael Jackson? You guys know who Key and Peele is?
Yeah.
It's Comedy
This-
Central. Well, it's a skit where they're in a Halloween party, and is it Key is the tall one, and Peele's the other one, or
I'm not sure.
Key and Peele?
Is Key the tall one? Yeah.
Key's the tall one. He's playing Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
but he's
He comes
just
to
like
Halloween.
Michael Jackson.
He's all.
right? Yeah. And the other dude's like a vampire, the Peele, and he opens the door like, "Oh, come on, bro," and he's like, "Hee hee." And, yo, Shimon. He's doing the kicks, and he's all right, bro.
Shimon,
All right.
Shimon.
And he's all right enough, Shimon's, bro. You already did that already, and then it's still going off and stuff, and then he's like, finally gets so fed up where he's like, "All right, bro, their costumes aren't that good," and
Michael Jackson's dead anyway.
And he goes, "Well, people were all Michael Jackson 3 years ago when he died," and then that dude's all. He died? So he didn't even know he died, but
Yeah.
it's a funny skit. You guys get a chance to watch
It's
it.
pretty good. Pretty good.
But you think, like you said, you like Tupac. Do you think that homie faked his death?
No, I think he got blasted.
absolutely not.
What about like Michael Jackson? Have you seen the theories and all these stuff?
Nah, no.
Yeah,
that's
they're
a bunch of
dead.
bullshit.
Cuba.
Yeah, that's a bunch
And there's
of bullshit.
video of that, all that stuff.
I think they're just all made up, bro. I think they all died.
You think so?
They all died.
Yeah.
Or like in Men in Black,
Yeah,
they went
they
back
say
home.
the same thing about Elvis too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, Alvin didn't die. Or Alvin.
Not Alvin.
Alvin.
We're not talking
Alvin.
about the chipmunks.
Alvin didn't die. He's still alive.
Christmas.
Elvis didn't die. He went home like on Men in Black. He was an alien.
Oh yeah, he went home.
Dang.
Alvin died. He probably got poisoned or something. So, should we call it?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Well, thank
you know
you
what,
guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, man. I think you
Let's
guys
give
are
a
on the
little-
right track. You guys got really good heads on your shoulders, and
Thank you.
Thank you.
keep
Thank
doing
you
what
for
you're
coming
doing,
in, too.
man. And
Give a little shout out to our sponsor, Dos Mio Michelada Mix, Jalapeno Mix, guys. I think this is a 505.
yeah, it's
going
still
on?
running.
What is it?
It's 505 Uncut promo code.
Promo code.
Yeah.
Check
Use
it
at
out.
checkout. Get
And
$2
then shout out
off.
to our friends, Mike and Andrea. Thank you for the cups, guys. 505 Uncut cups. Coming soon for sale.